Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coco McMillan Show. You may have seen her in Morocco, New York City, Los Angeles, California, Detroit, Philadelphia, Chicago, Las Vegas, Nevada. One of the background singers for Mickey Howard and the late, great Gerald Levert. Ladies and gentlemen, your host, the beautiful, the wonderful, the spectacular, Miss Coco McMillan.
Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the Coco McMillan Show, where we make it happen for you. I'm so excited to be with you today. Why don't you go ahead and text your friends, tag someone, let them know that you're going to spend the next hour with Miss Coco. What is the Coco McMillan Show? This show is set up and designed for you. It's where we bring on entertainers, from musicians, singers, to road managers, to stage hands, to producers, managers, any entity in entertainment. We welcome you to the show, as well as any social media gurus. If you know about social media, come on and join the show and help teach us about some of the things that we can do better in marketing, in social media, to network our businesses. Also in physical and mental health, we have experts that's going to come on here and give us knowledge and techniques, what we need to do to stay healthy, what we need to do to keep our mind at ease. We need all of that. So this show is set up for you. You are certainly welcome to be a part of this show. For business owners, if you're promoting your business and you want to network and get some exposure and talk about your business, you are welcome to my show. If you want to be on the show, please contact me at cocomcmillan@gmail.com. Again, cocomcmillan@gmail.com. I am so excited for you because every day is a new day. Your future is important. So why don't you just come to the show and talk about what you want to do? Come to the show and let us help you be what you want to be. This is where it all begins. So make sure you contact me. I've had a lot of people to contact me and ask me about Coco. When are you going to promote your music? When are you going to play your music on the show? What are you doing with your music? Okay, guys, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. But I really wanted to focus on, people that do not have the opportunity or do not have the platform to promote their music, to talk about their music and what they're doing. So I want to give them that opportunity. But one day, I'm going to surprise you, and we're going to have an hour show dedicated to you with my music, some of the things that I'm doing, some of the things that I participated in with other groups. It's going to be so much fun. So I'll make sure that I'll let you know when that's going to happen. I'm so excited because we've had so many wonderful people on the show. We have people that's coming up in the future. Miss Shirley Murlock is going to be on the show. My pastor, Pastor Jackson, celebrity stylist Tracy Filion. She's going to come and give you some techniques about being beautiful. Don't you love my hair? She's a hairstylist. She's amazing. So she's going to come on here and talk about some tips, as well as so many different people that's going to help you with some of the ideals that you've been thinking about, but just haven't put them together yet. So we're here to help you put those ideas together. So thank you again for joining. Make sure you stop right now, tag someone, call someone, text someone, and let them know that you're spending this time with me, and we have some phenomenal guests on the show with me today. Now, this first person I want to talk about and introduce is a good friend of mine. His name is Perry Mack Tench. We call him Kip. Good friend of mine out of New York. I think it's out of Corona, New York. He studied criminal justice. He was a car salesman. Also, I shouldn't tell you this, but he's also a comedian. Maybe he'll do some jokes for us today. But so he's done a lot of things in the entertainment and the music business as well. But what he's doing now, he's a sales rep and he started his own business and company, working with a company that represents CTFO. He's going to explain more about that, but I will say that 172,000 professional networkers have used this service. It's one of the world's largest and oldest leading generation companies specializing in these products. It's CBD products, natural products. If you have any problems with your health or having any aches in your body, this is the guy you probably want to talk to that can help you out. So right now, I want to introduce to you my friend all the way from New York, Mr. Perry Mack, but we call him Kip. Hi there.
Hello, how are you, Miss Coco?
I am wonderful. How are you?
Very good, very good. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. I'm so excited to have you here to talk about some of the things that you're doing. But before we get into that, Kim, just tell us a little bit about you, yourself, where you from, what you like doing. Just a little bit about you.
Well, you're right. I'm a Harlem baby, conceived conceived in Harlem, raised in the New York City area. Um, my mother's a very strong individual, like all mothers are, and she played the role of both mother and father coming up. You know, after pops didn't do right, and so, but
Yes.
we managed quite well, and I attended John Jay College of Criminal Justice when I graduated from high school. Obtained a degree from John Jay. Got my first job in the retail business at Bloomingdale's, the main flagship store in downtown Manhattan. And
Wow.
yes, and I worked there, and that was probably the best, lowest paying job I ever had. 195 dollars a week to play store detective and walk around in plain clothes and a shopping bag with a walkie-talkie. But it was a lot of fun. You never know where your next fight was going to come from,
Right.
and you never know what celebrity was going to walk in the store next. You know, so
Right.
it was very interesting. From there, I moved to California, to the San Francisco Bay Area, where I
Okay.
was accepted a position as manager of security for a major retail store similar to Macy's and J.C. Penney's.
Okay.
The name of the store was Emporium Capwell, and I was up at the Richmond Mall in Richmond, California, if anyone knows that area, and
Mm.
went from there, and then got into actually, I received a phone call from my ex-boss at Bloomingdale's, who was now the director of security for the entire West Coast for Home Depot. And he says, come on, listen, come on down, come on over, I'll hook you up, give you your own store, we'll do our thing like we used to do back in the old days of New York City. You get
Hmm.
stock options, you get all these benefits, so forth, so on. But then I eventually settled for insurance fraud investigator. That turned out to be the biggest and the most profitable. And I specialized in workers' compensation fraud. And I did that for 15 years. So I'm
Wow.
the guy that's sitting in the car at 6 a.m. watching your house before you wake up, and I'm ready to follow you, document any activities on videotape. I couldn't
Yes.
record your voice, but I can record your actions once you come outside your house. So
Mm.
that was very interesting because basically I sat in the car for 15 years by myself and documenting what I saw. So that was
Wow.
yeah, that was
Amazing.
oh listen, it was crazy. Sometimes it was very boring, sitting there for hours, trying to be still, sweating
Yes.
like a dog. You know, it's hot, it's summertime.
Yes.
And then other times you would do things like catch a woman lifting a sofa. She had a back injury. It was crazy, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Wow. Very interesting.
Yes, yes. So now I'm back in New York taking care of my elderly mother. Own a little property here, so trying to keep that up to par. And while I was here, because I'm pretty much at the age of retirement, I said,
Okay.
you know something, I need to do something. So had a buddy who was in the car business, and he says, why don't you come on out here and, you got a good personality. You can sell some cars. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. I got you. I got you. So I go out and start doing my thing. And one day a gentleman walks in and he sits down. And he says, how you doing? We strike up a good conversation. We hit it off. and he's telling me the story how he was raised in Virginia on a farm where they had livestock. And every morning he would wake up and he would load up the truck with hay and feed the livestock. And then they would eventually take it to auction, sell it, so forth and so on. And he says, if it wasn't for, after all those years of lifting, my body is all out of whack. He says, if it wasn't for me putting this cream on my knees every morning with CBD in it, I wouldn't be able to walk. I'm like, what? CBD? I've heard something about that. Tell me more about it. He starts educating me. He says, listen, this is the newest thing. And by the way, this is in 2017.
Okay.
He was telling me this, right?
Okay.
And he's explaining that, the benefits of it. So I go home that evening and I do some research. I go online and I find all of these companies. I mean, there's hundreds of them, CBD companies. I'm like, so which one how do I select the right one? So I do more research and I find a company that's based out of the San Francisco area where I used to live, Fairfield, California. They started in 2015. They were, they keep saying that they've got the best products and they're going to grow by leaps and bounds. So I said, something, there's something about this company that I like. Let me go ahead and try the product. Now, let me first tell you that I'm not a medical professional. Okay? You probably picked up on that already. So I order the CBD oil, and it says take it at night. Like one of these, and you just squeeze it underneath your tongue, let it sit for about 10 seconds, and swallow. So I do that the first night. Before I go to bed, I take it. I wake up in the morning, I take it again as instructed. I don't feel anything. The second night, I go to bed, I take it before I go to bed. I wake up the next morning, take it. I don't feel anything then. The third night, I take it. At night, wake up in the morning, boom. Back pain was gone. I had major hip surgery on my hip when I was 15. Thank God they didn't do a hip replacement, but they came close. So now at my age of 65, I can tell you that I have arthritic pain. No pain. Didn't have to use a cane. I'm like, wow. And then on top of that, it took away my appetite. I was eating less. I had more energy. I started losing weight. And everybody at work is saying, Uncle Pete, man, what's going on? I says, hold on, let me show you this. I get down into a squat position like I'm about to take off in a relay race. And I just take off and start running. Oh my God, here's this old man running up the street.
At 65.
Like, yeah. Oh, so for the next 3 years, I'm taking the CBD oil. In the meantime, the company, which is CTFO, it's an acronym. It stands for Changing the Future Outcome. I joined up with this company. I'm getting the oil on a regular basis, no problems. In the meantime, they're saying, listen, we're going to grow by leaps and bounds. You better come on and jump on this train. And I'm like, I'm fine. I'm telling myself I'm fine. So in the meantime, they say, look, we're already in 4 countries. We're international now. Oh, okay. I keep going. Another year passed. Hey, listen, we're in 12 countries already. You want to hear them? Denmark, France, Germany, Norway, Italy, Spain, Portugal, Finland, Ireland, Sweden. We're working on Canada, but they're giving us some problems. It took them about 2 years to get into Canada because Canada was just putting up so many, I don't know what you want to call it, roadblocks or just, standards or stipulations that the company had to go through. And after all that time, Canada finally said, okay, CTFO, come on in. You can come on in. So now they're in Canada. Now, so this company has now grown to the point that they have 90 products in their inventory. 50% of them contain CBD oil. The other 50% do not. It's totally organic, the products. The products range from skincare, weight loss, of course, the CBD products, the hair growth products, and they also have products for pets because dogs which have vertebrae are also acceptable for the CBD oil. It goes well with the body. So, so now we move down the road to 2021. Here we are, or 2020, I should say. They're now in 25 countries. They're now about to open up a warehouse in the Netherlands. Now I'm like, hold on a minute, stop the train. I'm jumping on the back of this train. Where's the caboose? I'm jumping on the last car. I'm on, let's go. Okay, so then they come up with 2 major, I guess I can call it a creation. The first one is something called 10X Pure. And what 10X Pure is, it's a combination of lauric acid, frankincense, and caprylic acid. These three things create a high antibacterial format.
Okay.
It also helps you to deliver whatever product you're using. In this case, as I'm about to talk about coffee, the caffeine in coffee, it
Okay.
delivers it into your bloodstream quickly and at a higher level.
Okay.
So they come up with this 10x Pure. I try it. Okay, it's okay. It's all right. Then they come back and say, we have something else we're going to come up with. We're coming up with what is called a CBDA. Now, CBD is an acronym. It
Okay.
means cannabidiol. Okay. CBD is, everybody relates it to marijuana. Yes, it is marijuana, but it's the hemp plant. There are two plants. You have the marijuana plant, and the marijuana has a cousin, which is why I call it a cousin. It's called the hemp plant. The
Okay.
hemp plant is the plant that they extract the oil from to use for all these products.
Okay, let me stop you right there. Let me stop you
Yes,
right there for a
very
second.
good.
I want you to say that again. The
Okay.
difference you said there's two different plants because people think because you know I know this is kind of risky here because I'm trying to figure out how you know the best way to use it. So I want you to say that again. The two different plants and the difference.
Yeah, there is a difference. Yes,
Okay.
the marijuana plant and the marijuana has a cousin, which they call the hemp plant.
Right.
Now, the
Okay.
difference between the two is that one plant contains THC. That's the one that you smoke and fly to the moon. Okay.
Yeah.
And the other plant, the hemp plant, you can smoke it all day long. There's no THC in that plant. All you're going to do is get a headache. Get a headache. I mean, you'll smoke, and
So
okay.
how does all of this help like the body when you saying for cramps and aches and things like that? Is that more of the natural product or
Right. Yes. They see the oil. It is a natural product because it is a plant, so it is organic.
okay?
And what they have discovered is that this CBD, this oil from the plant, they believe strongly, and no one has come out to object to it, is responsible for helping to promote proper blood sugar levels,
Okay.
helping to reduce headaches and migraines, helping to reduce anxiety and chronic pain. So it helps support joint health recovery, and I can be a personal, uh, you know, personally, I can attest to that.
That
Okay,
okay.
in terms of that uh, helping the cause. So it has uh, also helping to promote good levels of hypertension if you have that.
Okay. And
Crohn's disease.
I also heard that it helps like for inflammation. Is that true?
And very much so. Inflammation, yes, yes. The
Okay.
inflammation, the discomfort that you experience. So again, I've been taking this for about 3.5, going on 4 years now. So it definitely has an effect. I do have a cousin who was, as a younger man, was shot, and he said, I'm still getting pains in my chest. If I take the oil, will it do something? I said, I don't know if it'll help a gunshot wound there, cuz. So.
Right.
Um, but no, it's it's um, it's something that's spreading like wildfire. Today, there are literally thousands of CBD companies out there,
Hmm.
thousands. And here's the thing: the company, it's this area of business is not under any type of guidance from the federal government. So you have to be careful. So we have a saying: not all CBD products are not all alike. So you have to be careful because
Right.
research has indicated that as many as 25% of the companies may not be selling what they claim to be selling. See, so it's important to
Right.
take this into consideration.
Right.
Um,
Right.
but you have a video, I believe, of you can show the people in terms of
I
um,
do.
breaking it
I
down.
do. Yes, yes. Mark, if we could just go ahead and play that video, it's going to give us a little more information about, I think it's the 1000, it's the oil.
Right, it's about the CBD oil. That's what it's
Okay.
about. It comes in different levels, in terms of milligrams. You want 300 milligrams, 500, 1,000. But yes, it gives the breakdown of the basic format of the CBD oil.
Okay. All right. So
Mhm.
as Mark is preparing that video for us,
Yes.
to watch. I think that's very good information because again, and that's why I asked about the difference because I've been hearing a lot and I've been getting a lot of questions, about it. Like, what is the use for it? How does it help with the pain, with the headaches, or because a lot of people are really trying to get away from medicine and
Yes.
antibiotics and different
Yes.
things, so they want to go, um, more natural.
Right. Yes. Yes. So what I'm trying to say in short is that the CBD oil has no THC whatsoever, zero. So people who are concerned about taking it and maybe showing up on a drug examination, no, you have nothing to worry about in that area.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
very much so. So now they've come up with one other um, creation, I should say, which is CBDA. And the
Okay.
CBDA promotes all the things I've indicated, except that this is about 10 times stronger. Actually, they claim it to be even more than that. This is a highly concentrated form
Wow.
of the CBD. So if you want more of a power pack, a power punch, if you CBDA is the way to go as opposed to CBD. Now I have let me just show you just this right here, which is, can you see that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is my roll-on for pain. This is the muscle relaxer. This happens to have CBD and CBDA mixed in with it, along with the 10X.
Okay.
It also contains emu oil, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, EMU, and all that combined together, along with um, the how would I say, when you apply it, you let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
You'll
Okay.
feel this. You rub it in, give it a little time, and you should feel the results very, very quickly. This is what I put on my knees every morning before I jump out of bed at 6 o'clock and walk the dog, because I can't run
Wow.
down the steps. I have to go down the steps one step at a time because the joints in the body is not awake yet. So
Wow.
um, this helps greatly.
So you apply it in the morning and at
I
night?
apply it in the morning and at night. Yes,
Okay.
and along with before I leave the house, or excuse me, after I eat my breakfast, they have a multiple a 10X Pure Ultimate multiple vitamin and mineral supplement. Okay, I don't know if you can see this.
Okay.
Take a
I
look at
can.
this,
Mm-hmm.
folks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There we
Yes.
go.
Yes.
So what I do is you take two of these, they're gel tabs. You take two a day,
Okay.
and again, all the minerals, all the vitamins needed, because it contains the 10X formula, goes into your body quickly, and you receive more of it because they say that when you take things into your body, it goes through your kidneys, right? It goes to the liver.
Right.
So in order for this to get into your system, a lot of times the body can get rid of the majority of it, and you only get a small portion of it. But with the 10X Pure being involved in this, you get a larger portion of the supplements and the necessities that the body needs. So again, I'll be 66 in August. I've been taking the oil for 4 years. I've been taking the multivitamins for about a year and a half. Um,
Okay.
I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have diabetes, thank God.
That's
Um,
amazing.
what I just need to do is simply push myself away from the table when that food gets good, and I don't think the CBD kind of helps me with that, but I'm hoping they're going to come up with something else on that note. But
That is so amazing.
listen, I've got a good excuse. I've been on tie down like everyone else for the last 12 months, and
Right, right, right. You're
it's
trying to dealing with the pandemic and everything.
yes, everything was fine before the virus arrived, and now that it's here, that we had to make serious modifications to our life. So that's
Exactly. Exactly. And this is something that you can do. So for people, and I think that they for the engineer, the producer, he's working on the video. I'm not sure,
okay.
we're having some technical problems there. But in
But
the
no problem.
meantime, because of the pandemic, this is something that you're doing now. They can, purchase the product from you,
Yes.
online, or tell us how they can purchase the
Yes.
product.
Very quickly. It's very, very easy. You go to the website. Now, let me give you this. I see you're showing my. I have another email address.
Okay.
This is to the website. So I want everyone to take note of this. The
Okay.
website address is www.myctfo.com / followed by call the future /
Okay. I like the hand movements there.
I'll say it again for you if you want, not a problem. And what you do is when you go to that website, you will see all the products. You will see the videos, the videotape of that actually are tutorial videos to educate you, to tell you about the product, to break it down step by step, how the product works, how the product gets into your body, what it does when it enters your body. Again, I'm not an expert at this, so forgive me if I'm not covering all the bases.
Yeah.
The website is designed where you can go on, check it out completely. If you decide that you want to join, you can join, and the company will give you a major discount that the window should stay open for a minimum of a week. They'll give you anywhere from 20 to 30% off. So if you decide to try any of the products, you can. Number two, all of the products, every single one, including the coffee, comes with a 60-day money back guarantee. If you don't like it, you drank half of the package of coffee, send the rest back, attach a note. They have everything in the computer about your information. I don't like this. You will receive a refund. But I tell you, I'm not even a coffee drinker, and I drink this, and it's not bad. I mean, I honestly believe that this could very well be the healthiest coffee on the planet. And people, what I'm talking about is that this company also just came out with a new creation, as I will call it, which is combining Colombian coffee mixed with the 10x Pure and CBD oil, all combined into one package.
Wow.
It comes in 2 flavors, black and vanilla latte. You simply add hot water, add whatever you add, sugar, milk, whatever it is, and enjoy. 7 grams of CBD oil is in each cup. And I'm telling you, just order it. And if you don't like it, send it back. But I'm telling you right now, I'm out there and I'm making money because I'm going to coffee houses saying, listen, try this on a limited time on. Just try it. Just put up special limited time only coffee enriched with CBDA. Try it. I'm telling you.
Wow.
You try it, you want to get up in the morning. When you wake up, you want to get up.
That is interesting. And I think we have this video that's getting ready to start too as well while they're doing that. But that is some great information. I appreciate you coming on, just educating.
Yes.
It's about educating us about information that we're really not too sure of or really not aware, or just saying, we try to, put our nose up to it. But so I'm so glad that you came on to share this information. Let's see if we can get this video going to see a little bit of this.
Delivers the future of CBD with its breakthrough 10x Pure patented formulation and worldwide distribution agreement. What makes 10x Pure so unique? CTFO recently completed an exploratory scientific endeavor in which we observed 10x Pure supercharged oil appeared to protect the integrity of CBDA. You may be wondering, what is CBDA? Cannabidiolic acid, also known as CBDA, has been shown to be more effective than CBD, especially at reducing pain and inflammation. CBDA is considered to be the mother of CBD. In technical terms, CBDA is called a precursor. CBD is created when the naturally occurring raw CBDA from the hemp plant is processed and converted into CBD. Unprocessed CBDA from hemp is absolutely pure, natural, and free of solvents or any toxic residue. Check out this diagram. On the left, you can see the levels of CBDA detected in liver cells that have been exposed to regular CBD hemp oil. On the right are liver cells with CTFOs 10x pure. You can clearly see the greater levels of CBDA present on the right with 10x pure. This is a really important discovery because CBDA has shown to be more water soluble in hemp form. CBD from hemp oil. It's everywhere these days, and we are only beginning to scratch the surface of the inner workings of the endocannabinoid system and the vital impact CBD could have on our bodies. There has been an overwhelming amount of supporting medical research on the many supporting a healthier immune system, reducing inflammation, promoting healthy blood sugar levels, and cardiovascular health. Benefits are seemingly endless, but not all CBD is created equal in terms of purity, potency, providing all of these health benefits. Our proprietary 10x oils with oxygen and removes the protective outer layer of the oil molecule, leaving an exposed molecule which promotes more effective absorption. There's an old saying, blood is thicker than water. In reality, your blood is almost 80% oil. 10x pure supports a higher level of penetration and absorption. The amazing health benefits of CBD hemp oil cannot be denied. However, our 10x Pure patented technology totally sets us apart from everyone else up in your body. With 10x Pure, you can now unlock unrivaled CTFO. With the 60-day empty bottle money-back guarantee, nothing to lose. Simply click the Shop Now button to order your bottle of CTFO.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I know it was cutting out a little bit, but I
That's
can I
okay.
could hear some of the information
Yes.
that it was given.
Yeah, that tape is on the website. So for those
Okay.
who didn't, you can go to it and you can see it. And again, that's www.myctfo.com/call-the-future/
Yes, yes, yes. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kim.
Coco.
And a shout out to your mother, Miss Margaret Esco.
Yes.
Love her, love her. Shout out to your brother, Tracy Esco, as well. Thank you for coming to share this information with us, Kim, to educate us about the product. You guys, you see the information on the screen. If you're interested in buying some of the product or being a part of the business, please make sure you reach out to Perry Mack. Make sure you support them. If you have any aches and pains and you're just so tired of the medicine and the antibiotics and things, you just want to kind of get away from that, this is something that you may want to try. So he's the person that you should contact. Again, Perry, thank you so much for coming on the show. I appreciate you. Stay tuned. Stay backstage for a minute, okay? We may want to talk to you again, all right?
Okay, sure.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Make sure you check out Mr. Perry Tench with his information and his product because it may help you. So check them out. Thank you, Perry. Our next guest, a good friend of mine. I met this young man. His name is Bishop Douglas Joyner III. He is from Healing for Your Soul Productions. It started in 2014. He is a playwright, so we want you to come on and check out his play that's coming out, and I think it's going to be in September. He'll tell you more about it. But just to give you a little information, being the first time out with the vision of God, the play went to from 2 to selling out on Saturdays and Sundays on the showtimes. Oh my God, that's amazing. The funny part about it is that he began writing the plays as a funny story, not knowing that this was a gift from God. And over the last 7 years that he was going to get to this point, he began writing and it just started happening from there. The storyline comes from a place of hurt, but Open Page Therapy. The production company started this debut in the second stage play on a bigger scale in 2020, introducing a two-show sellout of the hit stage play, The Family. The production company is still in the beginning stages, but they're very excited about the gift and what God has planted into their lives. Bishop Douglas Joyner, alma mater, Shaw University, Shaw U in the house. He graduated in 2000. Again, he is a writer, a director, a producer, and a sole owner of the production company. His favorite scripture comes from Habakkuk, the second chapter, 2 and 3. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry. Let's welcome Bishop Douglas Joyner III. And as he's coming on, we're so excited about him being a part of this show. You know, we were talking earlier backstage, just kind of talking about the play and how he got started and doing and everything. So I'm so excited. I know he was on. I think he's coming back in, maybe having some technical problems, but that's what happens. This is live, okay? But we were just talking backstage about he lives in Richmond and how they probably still going to have more auditions coming. It's going to be a virtual play, so you may want to check it out and be a part of it. You can definitely contact him. But we was just talking about the different things that was happening about people auditioning for the play or when he was going to get back on the set. But because of COVID, they couldn't do that. So this is his way of still bringing the play together and have it virtually. So we want to make sure that you check this out. And if he's backstage there, Mark, you can go ahead and bring him back on. I know he was on there earlier. And again, he is a graduate from Shaw University. I love to talk to people from Shaw because, hey, I graduated from Shaw University. My alma mater, Shaw U, is like one of the best HBCU schools in history. Can I get an amen on that if you're in the chat or if you're out there live? All my Shaw U fans, can you just go ahead and put the thumbs up for that? Shaw U, 1994 graduate. But anyway, as he's coming on, one of the other things I want to talk to you about, we have some very interesting conversations that has been going on the last couple of weeks. People that's been on the show, we've been talking about safety. We've been talking about being protected, protect yourself. Guess what, guys? I got my shot. I got the vaccine. I got the vaccine. Yay! I think I got it a couple of weeks ago. And did I get sick? Yeah, for a couple of days. I did get the Moderna. For a couple of days, I wasn't feeling too well. But I bounced back and we get my second shot very soon. So I just want to encourage you to make sure that you protect yourself, wear your mask, get vaccinated, especially if you're doing a lot of traveling, if you're out. You want to protect yourself and you want to protect others because you may be walking around and not even knowing that you're carrying the virus. So please make sure you protect yourself. There he is.
Lord have mercy.
Wow. I'm just, what happened?
Look, I've had using my tablet and my Wi-Fi has been working well all day long.
That Delva boy, he don't play, he don't care.
I was like, no. I was like, really though?
Hey, it comes with the territory. And look, we already know the devil gonna do whatever he can to try to distract you, to steal your joy. But we not go ahead and let it happen because you back on you, and you still smiling. So we good. We're good. Oh, Bishop.
How you doing, Miss
How
Coco?
are I am well. How are you? Are you okay?
I'm good. It's all I can do is laugh. I'm like, really though?
But you know what? I can't say this. That's one thing Shaw University taught us. We're strong. We don't let
Adversity.
anything stop
That
us.
is, woo. That's why I tell anybody, if you can't make it at Shaw University, you might want to get a shovel and bury yourself, because it teaches you how to deal with life, with
Yes,
people, with about anything, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
me either. Oh, shall
Mm.
you strive for excellence? Why not?
You're not the best.
Why
Mm.
not the best? Bishop Joyner, I'm so glad to have you here with us. Let's talk about you. I know that you are a graduate of Shaw University. I know that you currently live in Richmond, Virginia, which my
Yes.
sister lives there. Shout out to my sister, Kim. She's in Richmond. But tell us about
Okay.
you. Tell us about you.
Well, for me, like I said, I'm a graduate of Shaw University. 46 years old. I am a husband of six kids total, three by marriage, that are my blood, and then three by marriage, with a grandchild that is a handful by herself. She's six, going on 66. Um, Also, besides being a playwright or a director, I coach high school sports as well as middle school sports.
Okay.
And I'm just, as it would say, people say I think I'm a Jamaican, so I'm about to think I'm a Jamaican too. I'm just a bald-headed Jamaican, that's it.
You do it all because you're the dean. You're the dean at the school. What is the name of the school in Richmond?
At
Donahoe?
Donahoe Elementary is Sandston, which is on the out. You might call it Richmond, but it's Sandston, Virginia, where I deal with the at-risk kids, the behavior kids.
Ooh. Now, is that a challenge for you?
No, honest, if you want to be honest, coming from a background where I've worked with kids from the lower end of the spectrum all the way up to the higher end of the spectrum,
Okay.
working in group homes with at-risk kids, working at alternative schools, working in detention centers.
Okay.
Nah, in elementary school is probably more the parents than the kids. So nah, it the
Yeah.
kids can make you, some days they can have you scratching your head, but then other days it can make you feel like you really matter to them, make you feel like a superstar, because you just get, before COVID, you get so many hugs in the morning and high fives, and one kid
Yeah.
that you don't even know, he wants you to high five him and give him a hug. So it really, it pulls on your heartstrings at times. So I
Oh,
guess it
yeah.
makes up for the paycheck.
It is worth it. So when you doing all of that, and how do you have time to write your plays, and you know how do you
Well,
get into how do you separate it?
the funny part about it, I write in spells. I write what God gives me to write, and then when there's nothing else there, I stop.
Okay.
Um, like I can start a play and write about two or three acts, and then may not finish the ending of it for 6, 7 months. But when I pick it back up, it's like I never left.
Not like you never left.
Yeah.
Okay. So what gave you have a play that's coming up very soon. What is the name of it? What gave you the idea? Are you still looking for people to be a part of it? Talk to me about it.
The play that's coming up September 11th, 2021 is going to be something that I've really never seen anybody do. It's going to be a virtual live streaming stage play of a production that we did last year, right before COVID hit, called The Family.
Okay.
Oh Lord, The Family. Uh,
So
the title of the play basically came from what I have been searching for in family. Trying to find what family means to me. So in finding what family means, sometimes you have to expose the truth and the essence and the negativity, the hurtful parts of what family is. A lot of the play is truth. It comes from stories that has happened in my life, uh,
hmm
a little bits of pieces of little stories my wife told me, little things she did when she was a child. So I put her out there. I ain't put her out there too bad, but it's just one of those plays where if you actually look at it, you can see your uncle in this play, you can see your father, you can sometimes see yourself if you allow yourself to be that transparent.
Right, right.
So the relatives that my cousins them that came to the play last year, they's like, really, you put that in the play? You really put that out there? I'm like, yeah, and what? I mean, I'm not trying to hide anything. The only way things get fixed in the family is, we as a culture have to stop keeping family secrets because it ends up hurting not only those that kept the secret, but down the road.
Right.
Kids don't understand why they're the way they are, but they have nobody to go to because that person that could have told them is passed away.
That's right. That's right.
So we're excited. Yes, we are looking. I want to build a awesome production company of some wonderful actors. Even if you never acted before, believe me, um, when you see this production, you would never know that majority of the cast members have never acted a day in their life.
Wow. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
So
so what are some of the things that you may be possibly looking for when you're saying casting? Maybe an aunt, an uncle,
I'm
or
looking for. I'm going to start casting in the next couple of months for a play that I'm writing or almost finished now called Amazing Grace. It's
mm,
dealing with four women on death row.
wow. Oh my
Because
God.
it's what about those type of people? What about where's their grace? Do God really forgive them for what they have
Right.
done? Or do
Right.
we just discard them and only worry about God giving those grace that have uh, been in the church or out in the world? But what about those that have
Mm-hmm.
committed horrendous crimes?
Mm-hmm.
So, but it has a killer twist to it. And my wife would tell you the way I write, you need to pay attention to everything.
Everything. Wow. Those
Yeah.
little details, huh?
Because if you don't, you would be scratching your head like, hold up, now how did we get to this point? But it was right there in your face.
Wow.
Because I enjoy writers like Shonda Rhimes. She's probably one of my favorite
Yes.
writers. I love sitting on the edge of my seats. I love her
Mm-hmm.
stories and how she puts it together because I love the stories within the stories within the story. So
Right.
my gospel plays have are stories within the stories. And I kind of don't like writing it like that because then people be like, okay, where's the sequel to it? Because you didn't answer this question. This got to be answered. So what happened to Papa Lou? What I'm like, the curtains closed. You come up with your own ending. They was like, no, you can't. What happened to this? I'm like, well, God didn't give me a second one to write. This is what He gave me, and this is it.
And what happened
So
to the sequel?
So I only have two plays that I actually have a sequel for, but I'm afraid to even bring out the other plays because I feel that people are going to want me to do sequels, and I'm scared to do sequels
Why are you scared to do sequels? That makes
because
me interested.
they are interesting. But the thing is, you got to make sure you don't overdo it. And like for me, when I said in the bio, the funny story, I've never written a play a day in my life until 2014. I've been to plays, Now I wasn't in Miss Holly class. I had to take her class because it was a university requirement. But I wasn't the one that was into acting. I wrote this play, my first play entitled Will You Listen? I wrote it to be funny and to prove to my wife that I can't write a play. Because she feel, oh, you got an English degree. I said, and you don't see me going to get a law degree just because I have an English degree. So to prove her wrong, because it came from a monologue that I helped my stepdaughter write for a talent show. And my wife kept saying her and my pastor at the time for about a couple of months, oh, that'll make a good play. And I was like, would y'all shut up? So I wrote the play in a month and a half to prove to my wife that I couldn't write. I'm not a good writer. Now, I could write poetry back in the day, but I tried to prove that I couldn't. But the more I got into it and started putting the things together, it just pieced itself together and it flowed. And then I gave it to my wife to read, and she was like, how long it took you to write this? I said a month and a half. And she said, you're lying. I said, no. I still even have the old iPhone that I wrote it in. I typed the play in my phone. I still have that phone. I said, I'm going to hold on to it for the rest of my life. So, and then here we are now.
Here we are now.
A total of 25 plays that I have written.
I have somebody here in the chat that says, was a professor in theater over Shaw, both her and her husband. Dr. Cable, I think. Dr. Cable. I remember Dr. Cable.
Yeah, they was in, him and Miss Holly was in the house.
Yes.
Right, and she come right in, yeah. Because I had to take a class, I think it was like a theater class it was a university requirement for my major. It was just like one class I had to take.
Yeah, because I think Sean was in that class. Oh my God. Our teachers were awesome though, like Dr. Cable, Miss Holly, Dr. Cornwall. We were talking backstage earlier about what I said. See, what I said we're gonna have Bishop Jordan to sing, and he was like, no. But what did you say, Dr. Cornwall said?
I am a good background singer. I stay in my lane. And I love Miss Cornwall, Dr. Cornwall. She reaches out to me every once in a while, and just the nuggets that she gives me and the support, because even at Shaw, the little things she said to me, it meant a lot. And I carried it on. And even now, just for her to say, hey, I'm proud of you, keep doing what you're doing. Because when I got into the ministry, I was like, Lord, I don't know what the world I'm doing. I might end up going to hell for cussing somebody out. I don't know. But Lord, I got too much Peter in me to be preaching to anybody.
Yes, I totally agree. She is such a jewel. Being in her class, the music class, and one thing that stuck out with me that she said to me, I'm a singer, I'm thinking of, she'll break you down. You are not all of that.
and then look at you and be like, are you ready to sing now?
Right,
I'll be like, but you just told me I want all that, so what am I going to do?
Because she wants you to sing correct. I used to say words and I wouldn't put the T at the end of it. There is a T at the end of that word. But now I get it and I appreciate it and I love her. I love her for that.
Yes, I love her. It's like sometimes I just want her to see how well I'm doing. I was like, one day I'm just going to go hug her, and I pray that God keeps her, that I can actually hug her and I can tell her face to face, thank you for the nuggets. Because I remember when I got the show, I didn't think I could. At first, I was a drummer, and you got a country boy competing with the boys from Chicago that they had footwork, they had pocket, and she used to be like, you can hang right with them. Because I was getting ready to give it up. She's like, you can hang right with it. Go ahead. And she never gave up on me. That's why when I used to duck choir rehearsal, I'd be like, please don't let me run into her later on this week.
I know. And we have another quick question, and I hope I say it
Okay.
right here. They wanted to know, like, what is the similarities between, ministry and I guess you writing, with you preaching and then writing your plays.
I would say if you're going to be truthfully honest, and this is me, it has to be transparency. You have to deliver the message to yourself first and foremost. You
Mm-hmm.
can't write about deliverance about certain things if you're not willing to be transparent about it. Like, it's even when it comes to ministry, I can't preach nothing to you that I am not willing to be transparent about and want to be delivered from. And like ministry is about nuggets, like Jesus spoke in parables. A play is something like a parable.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, I'm putting it out to you in a play in a way that you can relate. Like, a lot of people are not going to get saved by coming into the church or different things that as they call churchy these days. Some
Mm-hmm.
people may receive the Holy Ghost or receive God at a gospel concert because they love music,
Right.
at a play because it's entertaining to them. Because I remember the
Right.
first play we did, when I say in the middle of the play, we went to church. In the middle of the play, one of the pastors from it was a play shout where they was play shouting in on the scene, and it hit the audience to the point where the actor pulled the pastor up on stage, and the band looking at me like, what do we do? Keep playing, just keep playing. And
Right.
then
Right.
then even after that, people came to me, and a woman was crying about how her daughter and her best friend was feeling. They was like, because the way I write, you wouldn't think I was a consecrated bishop.
Mm.
I even put shine light on the mistakes of the church,
Good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because we're not perfect. I mean,
Right.
I talk about things from, deacons molesting little kids in church, from I write stuff about pastors on the down low, or I do it all. I don't just be like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I'm gonna write stuff that's going to condemn sinners,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm a sinner myself. I'm gonna have to ask for forgiveness probably later on before I go to bed tonight for something.
For something.
For
Mm-hmm.
something.
Mm-hmm.
So I write from a transparency state. And first it starts with me. Like I said, for me, my writing is therapy for me. It's healing, because it
Yeah.
does come from a hurtful place, but it helps me deal with things that hurt me in my past, some in the present. So
Yeah.
I,
Yes.
you know,
Yes,
that's
and they always say that people are delivered through your testimony. So if you write in these plays based on experience or things that have went on in your life or someone that you don't know how much it could help somebody, because they say, I was there, I've been there too, or oh, I can get out of it like this. So
yeah,
I think that's great how you're writing and setting up your plays.
yeah, and like I said, it even makes it even better because the cast that we have for the family. When I tell you, these guys, they are actually my family. When we were going through the production of it, for me to be able to sit in front of them and cry, and they understand where I'm coming from, when each one of us was going through different things, whether it was death in the family or just
Yeah.
personal issues, we rehearsal stopped.
Wow.
Rehearsal stopped. It wasn't about, hey, we ain't got but 2-3 more days. No, it's
Right.
what we got to do to get you straight, to get you, because if you're not straight, I need you to get to where we need to get. And if you're
Right.
not right, I can't be right. And
Exactly.
and I love these guys. They are silly as I don't know what. I know they be like, Bishop Jonah, get on my nerves. But he's a rehearsal at 6 o'clock. He looking at you at 6:05, like, really? 6:05?
That's right. That's right. Look, they'll
Yeah,
appreciate that one day.
I'm about to be. I'm gonna start being Ike Turner this time. I'm just gonna go 5.
Right, right, right. $5.
So,
$5. Listen, I'm the same way. That's one thing that I do not like, for you to be late. I like to start on time, get it done, know your material, know your lines, everything. Let's get it done. That's what rehearsal is for. Not for you to come in here and learn it, but perfect it.
I need you to say that louder because I need my wife to hear that. Because she thinks she gets a pass because she's like, I'm gonna get mine anyway. But I'm like, why you don't know your lines yet? I'm married to the director. I'm good.
She good. That's right. She can say that. She
But
can
look,
say that.
she I think the thing she does that because she said, oh, he know I sing. He know I got that part down.
Right.
That's why she thinks she can get by. But she'll know. I'll be like, look, I'll fire you. I don't care if you family. I'll fire you to roll over in the bed and be like, you okay, honey? All right, good night.
Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Oh my God. Please tell her I said hello. Give her my love.
Oh,
Um,
she's
you
sitting
know.
here listening. She's sitting here listening.
Hey, Miss Joyner.
She said hello. She is one thing I can say, and um, she is my muse because now when I write, I gotta make sure if it blows her mind, because we have this little inside joke. She'd be like, "That's why you from Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina." I'd be like, "Well, you're from Petersburg. Your school was unaccredited, so So when I write, I want to leave her, and then she'll be looking at me like, "You are just so messy." She like, what? She doesn't understand how. She like, all this is in your head.
Right.
So even when the cast read it, they be like, this is how bad it is. The cast can read the script, but then when we're going acting it out, it's like, really, you got me being a thought bishop. That's how you feel. I
I'm a
said,
thought.
you say you read the script. They was like, I didn't know you had me that messy, bishop. Really? I'm supposed to be saved, sanctified, and Holy Ghost filled. I said, no, you saved, sanctified, and messy. That's where you at. Right
Messy. And
you gonna
messy.
get delivered. Maybe not this play, but you gonna get delivered.
Wow, that's amazing, Bishop. This has been awesome. This has been awesome. Before we go, because we are so like over our time, but what is the name of your church there? The church. Tell
The
us.
church that I'm telling y'all, if you're ever in the Richmond area, and this is something that a lot of people don't see or hear, I do have a bishop title, but I'm in what we call sabbatical because I closed my church down about 2 years ago. But I am helping or doing assistance with a pastor friend of mine, a wonderful pastor overseer, McCoy Eden, and it's the Community Impact Center at 2500 Seminary Avenue over by Virginia Union. When I
Okay.
tell you, if you're coming to have church,
Woo!
and I don't care what Sunday it is, don't it because how it's been since the whole pandemic, you might get a sermon, but you're gonna get a whole lot of Holy Spirit. That's one thing I can say, and you just after service you want to go home take a nap. After
Yes.
you get you some food though. But it's a wonderful, awesome ministry that he has, Community Impact Center. He just launched his Community Impact Network International Fellowship. This man, when I say he is an awesome man of God, young man, but people don't understand. You get into ministry, it ages you quick. Because actually, I'm 26 plus 20.
But I didn't know what to say.
Ministry
Okay.
ministry ages you because these folks, boy, is gray hairs for every church member you got.
I
But,
understand. I'm sure my pastor would concur with you. I do understand.
but
But many are called, few are chosen. So, thank God for your ministry and your um, hard work to the body of Christ. And then what you're doing, even in your production, the plays, and, just bringing the family together. And it's healing. And I love the name of your company, Healing for Your Soul. That's amazing. That says a lot. with the name alone. And I really, really appreciate you coming on the show,
Thank
talking
you for having
about
me.
the play. You guys make sure you go out. It's September the 11th, correct?
Yes, we have virtual. Like I said, the in-person tickets sold out in a matter of probably 3 days.
Okay.
Um, but the virtual tickets are still online, where you can go to Healing for Your Soul Productions page, look up upcoming events, and pay for your ticket, and it'll be live streamed. And also, you are getting a comedy show
Ooh.
before the play with Mr. Antonio Tin Man Collins. He is an awesome. I'm telling y'all, if y'all don't get on the bandwagon now, y'all gonna miss him. He gonna be sitting on Ellen's couch before you know it. And Steve Harvey, I'm telling you, he plays one of the main characters in the play. And when I tell you this guy is funny, hilarious, hilarious. Oh, somebody said what they picked intentionally.
Was that date picked intentionally because of 9/11, 2001?
Yes, because I think for especially in the Black community, a lot of healing needs to start, and it starts at home. Like the
Mm,
Bible, the word says, ministry starts at home, and it's
yeah.
time for us, in order us to go out here and fight for equality and this and that. We need to fix things in our household because it hasn't been equal equality in your own household, but yet and
Mm,
still we can go out here and march for people we don't know for equality and brutality, but we don't march for the ones that we have been brutal to in the house and didn't give equality, because everybody's feelings matter and they just need to be heard.
yes.
And it starts with the family. So
Starts with the
the family
family.
needs to heal before they can heal the world.
Woo! I
So
felt that. That'll preach right there, Bishop. I felt that in my shot.
okay, we're getting ready to take up a collection. My cash app is. Let me
Pass the
stop.
plate. Pass the plate. That's
Give me an
good.
8 piece. 8 piece, that's all I need. Let me
That's good. That's good. That's good right there, Bishop. Thank you. Thank you so
thank you,
much.
Miss
I'm sure
Coco.
that we're going to be replaying this broadcast again. I'm sure people are going to be reaching out to you to be a part of the show or to see where they can get tickets. Thank you for sharing this information with us. We make
Thank you for
sure that
having
we
me.
support you with your production, and good luck to you. Hopefully, we can have you back on the show after September to give us some more updates on your plays.
Yes, and we hope to have Miss Coco in a production.
Oh,
I would love that because I'm gonna say this real quick. My last play I wrote is called The Bible the Musical,
okay.
and I would love to have some of Shaw You finest in this musical. Be like, show people how we do it. Be like, nah, I no disrespect to Tamala Man and all of them. No, I'm gonna take it. I gotta take it to the home team.
You talking, take it
Gotta
to the
take it to the
home.
home
Show
team.
you, baby, show you. Yes,
You
I would love to. We could definitely talk about that because I act on the side a little bit too. While I'm singing, so
right.
I could do it all. Shaw taught us you have to multitask. You have to do it
Yes.
all. You just can't be just
We
one
knew
thing.
about different streams before people start saying different streams.
That's right. They taught us. So again, I know the producers are going to get me. Again, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bishop Joyner. Thank you to Perry Mack for coming on, sharing the information about your company. Make sure you connect with these guys and support them with the CBD product, as well as Bishop and his play that's coming on September the 11th. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I love you. Make sure you tune in every week, every Thursday at 6 p.m. Know that the best is yet to come. All you have to do is trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not to your own understanding. In all thy ways, everything that you do, acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. God bless you. I love you, and I will see you on next Thursday.